All right, so today I have a video review on a pair of sneakers that nobody will probably have ever heard of. Maybe some of you guys have. It's a smaller brand and one that I thought would be really cool. And shout out to the person that reached out to me on Instagram and asked me about these shoes because I was actually very curious to see if they were comfortable. And when I got to looking about the company, then I saw this particular pair that I'm going to show you guys, and I was very intrigued by what these things offered. So this is the very first pair of sneakers that I've seen that has a convertible, like a fold-down, slip-on vibe to it. And unless there's something out there that you guys know of that I'm missing, obviously Crocs do something very similar to that, but this is like more like a sneaker. And so I figured I'd go ahead and do a video review on this pair of sneakers. So what is the company called? It's Oil-embossed, if that's how you say it right. And let's get into some of the details. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. And if you guys would like to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. It's free. And then check collectivekicks.com, which is where I post all of my sneaker deals that I find from like Nike and Adidas and sites like those. If you do want to buy a pair of these, I will link them in the description as well. But this is a really cool brand. First of all, it's a Hawaiian-inspired brand. I'm a fan of Hawaii. I go to Hawaii. I try to go to Hawaii every year, maybe every other year. But it's just one of those things that I love. Got engaged in Hawaii, went back to Hawaii for our honeymoon with the wife, so we definitely love it there. Mostly Maui is where we go, but this is everybody, no matter where they are, can live aloha. Oil-embossed is one way to unlock its spirit in all of us. The logo is actually kind of rad. It looks like the hook, like that Maui from Moana carries around. Anyway, this is the shoe, and I think it looks kind of slick. Let's see what it has here. So there is this little postcard thingy that it has in it. So it has a little bit about the shoe on here. It just says return policy, 30 days, and then guaranteed for a year. And then it says every pair sold gives back to our Oil-embossed Foundation, which supports Hawaiian-based organization preserving, creating, and honoring Hawaiian culture. So kind of cool that they do something like that, at least that they mention it. And this is the shoe. So really, it's a pretty interesting looking shoe. It's kind of like a mesh upper, a mesh-ish upper, some fusion material, some netting with an underlay to it. Then it has some leather component where the laces are, and then also has a pull tab. It's a pretty low-cut midsole, and then you do have some extra reinforcement on the sides of the shoe, but it doesn't come up and around the collar in the back section because this is where the magic happens in these shoes. It actually folds down, and then you can step into the shoes and wear them like kind of a clog, more or less. I really think that they could be onto something with that, and hopefully we won't see like big box companies steal their design, because I think this is one of the coolest concepts, and part of the reason why I wanted to buy these shoes because I thought it just was really cool. Now, something about the materials, it says on the tags here, crafted from the finest materials, natural markings and variations in the colors make each pair unique. Durable, non-marking rubber outsoles, 1-year quality guaranteed. I don't think these materials are water resistant, so you think Hawaii, you think maybe water and stuff, so not really water resistant, but definitely a shoe that you could wear hiking around and stuff. I think it would be a pretty comfortable shoe. This is probably the biggest surprise of the shoe is the insole. This pull-out insole is awesome. It's really squishy, really comfortable. It's kind of, in the blue sections, it's actually kind of sticky on in hand. I wonder if it's because it was glued down. The thickness of the drop-in is actually pretty good, and it feels good on feet, even though you have a really minimalistic midsole that looks like on here. Since this is what's on the inside of it, it's actually pretty soft on feet. It's not as squishy as like Nike React or anything like that, but it's something that is surprising when you put these on feet. You're pleasantly surprised. You're like, oh yeah, there's some nice cushioning here and some soft squishy feel with the blue stuff, whatever they got going on there. But this is one of those insoles that I'm thinking Jordan 1s. I'm like, I can actually throw these in my Jordan 1s, and I bet there would be some more squish feel in there as well. So it's like they basically made like a really nice insole into a shoe that looks fairly generic. It doesn't look super amazing, but at the same time, it does offer some unique features that set this apart from other shoes on the market, which is primarily why I bought the shoe. The fact that I kind of like the look of the upper. I could see myself in Hawaii wearing these shoes, hiking around, going to the beach, or just walking around through the town or whatever. And it looked like it would be a fun pair to bring along with me. So I'll probably bring these along when I go to Hawaii, as well as my comfort shoes also. But it's a fun one nonetheless. Now, this company also makes slippers and sandals and stuff like that, as well as shoes. And these shoes retail at $130 for those wondering. Some of the flip-flops are about 90 bucks, and they look like they're pretty good quality as well. So I think it's something to note if you guys are looking for something different. This isn't a paid video at all, although I wish it was. It's not. It's fun to be able to explore companies like these and just bring you guys natural content. And I think this is a really cool pair of sneakers. And honestly, I like them enough that I would definitely consider buying the flip-flops, even at that $90 price, just because I know that the quality of the materials are going to be pretty decent. Now, I got a true to size on this one, and it fits me just fine. And this is just a really fun, different pair of sneakers. And again, the first of its kind that I've seen with that convertible heel cup right here. Am I a nerd for thinking that that's cool? Drop a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about this? It's a pretty easy slip-on shoe. You just step into it and pushes the thing down and you're good to go. So yeah, man, I think it's cool. And thank you again to those that recommended these shoes. And as always, if you guys have recommendations, drop a comment in the comment section, but hit me up on Twitter. I'm usually pretty responsive over there. And if you guys, again, want to buy a pair of these, 130 linked in the description. Have a good rest of the day, though, and hopefully we'll see you guys back for some more videos. All right? Peace, guys.